Good afternoon and welcome to match 29 of the 2025 Top End T20 series, brought to you by Tourism NT. What a cracker this matchup is set to be. Local side, the NT Strike against the Perth Scorchers Academy. Both teams sitting on 3 wins and 2 losses. This is their last game in the minor round, and a win should secure top 4, with final standings going to rely on the net run rate. I'd like to start this broadcast by acknowledging the Larrakia people, the traditional owners of the land we are on today. Earlier we had the bat flip and the Scorchers, let's have a look at that here. 2 captains out there for today. It was the Scorchers who ended up with the win, and they have decided to have a field first. We're having a look at the team lineups here, and a few changes in for the NT Strike side. Jacob Dickman also coming into today's game would be Luke Holt, while making way for them are Matthew Spores and Matthew Kelly, who have been 2 of the bowling dynamos for this Scorchers outfit in the tournament so far, Stu.
In the games that I've seen anyway, so just changing things around, but
no runs scored. So, it's gone high this time over the infield. No need to run for that. It's gone all the way over the fence. It's swings through this one. A cover drive, perfectly played, and that's rocketed to the boundary. Just past the outstretched hand of the fielder at cover point there, and 𝗲𝗏𝗀 really wound up that time and smashed it away through the offside. So short, skied away. That's going to go for 6 as well. Over the fence onto the hill. That's the shorter boundary there, but beautifully played by Dickman, just on the leg stump, picked it up and sent it sailing over the boundary and over the fence. So he's really got his skates on now, Jacob Dickman. Short goes the pull shot. There's a appeal for caught behind. It is given out, and Dickman trudges off after he was just looking to look so good, wasn't he? But undone by the short pitch ball. Tried the pull shot. A little faint top edge nick. On edge this time. It's going to be caught. It is. So a second wicket in the over. That fielder. Well, this one's swung away over the leg side. Won't have to worry about the fielders there. That's easily cleared the rope and the fence and into the trees here. And I think that's this one's short. Bit of bounce. 𝗲𝗏𝗀 cuts it away, and that fielder on the boundary out there was only about 10 metres from where the ball crossed the boundary line and had no chance of saving it. So this time 𝗲𝗏𝗀 successful in this time. Fallon's bowled him. Good bowling again. 𝗲𝗏𝗀 looking to drive this time, and just deceived again by the pace through the air of Holt, and he trudges off a bit disappointed. 𝗲𝗏𝗀 gone for 16 off 15 balls.
Suddenly 3 for 40, and this NT Strike side, well, they've still got some firepower to come, but
this one down the leg side. McCormick trying to swing away, got no contact, but it didn't matter because it's past the keeper, so it's wide, and an extra 4 with the ball reaching the boundary as well. So 5 sundries added to the score, and that'll help the strike cause. So 𝗏𝗏𝗀 just losing his line there, missing down the leg side. And this one is squirted away past the keeper, down to third man. Thought about the second run. Oh, this time Silk's got a piece of that one. It clears the boundary on the leg side, over on the Gardens Road side of the ground, and Silk gets one away for a boundary 6 to end the over, and that means that 11 runs were taken from Holt's third over. Both batsmen on 16 as NT Strike advanced to 3 for 76 from 11 overs.
It's their first time they've gone into double figures in an over since the power play. That 4th over they managed 10. Let's take a look at this 6 here. Smash. Oh, he looks ready to roll, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't look like it's been
Swings away, and this one's through him and bowled him. McCormick trying to hit it away through the leg side. Looks like he just took his eye off the ball then, and 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽 pushing that one through a bit quicker and gets through and hits the stumps. So McCormick goes. He goes for 16 off 22 balls faced. And this NT strike fall to 4 for 76. Just look at the replay here, and just under the bat as he tried to pull it away, push through faster. Good piece of bowling.
And another important wicket for 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽. As I was saying earlier, most of the wickets he's gotten.
Just look at the replay here, and just whisked away in the gap on the leg side. So a nice boundary to 𝗃𝗍 to finish the over.
And just mentioning the running between wickets where Perth has been so good is probably somewhere where NT strike, well, they don't need to light the world on fire, but they just want to make sure they are squeezing every last run out, because when the tables are turned and it's the Scorchers running between the wickets, they will be doing exactly that.
So Luke Holt coming in for his 4th over, the first time that he's bowled from this high school end. So see how he can adjust. Bowling to 𝗿𝗲𝗽. 𝗿𝗲𝗽 driving into the offside, but not really timing that, and 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽 comes across from cover to cut that one off pretty easily. Full toss is hit straight back to the bowler, and he's out, caught and bowled. Couldn't you believe that? Probably the worst ball that Luke Holt has bowled in his spell, and Jordan Silk really disappointed as he goes off. Just a full toss, shin height, hit it straight back to the bowler.
Ends up with reasonable figures there, Luke Holt, more than reasonable. 2 for 23, his best so far 2 for 18. These his second best figures in 4 games. And let's just take a look at this again. As you said, Stu, not the best ball by any means at all, but he's just popped it straight back to himself and caught and bowled Luke Holt. There goes Jordan Silk, who you thought he's probably the danger man. In now will come Tom Andrews.
So Silk gone for 25 off 23. It was probably a bit higher than shin height, wasn't it? Up around the knee, and another one that could have put anywhere, but just bunted it straight back to the bowler, and he's gone. Short, pulled away. That's going for 6. Don't have to get too much on it to get over the boundary on this side of the ground, and that one sailed away again over the fence. And I'm amazed, Will, that we haven't lost one over that perimeter fence so far today.
Thought that one might be under a little bit of the shrubs and the leaves out here on the fence, but 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽's managed to get it with relative ease, and that one's a big hit there.
So Sam 𝗿𝗲𝗽 gets it over the boundary for the first time. He moves to 10. Short, swings again, this time over the wicket-keeper's head, and that's going to race away for 4. So a great start to the over for NT strike. 6 and a 4 off the first 2 balls, and now the pressure goes back on 𝗂𝗪 to see what he can do to stem the flow of runs.
Yeah, they've held them really well so far. The Perth Scorchers, they wouldn't want to undo all their hard work in 1 or 2 overs.
This time Fuller, and just angled away on the offside, running the first run hard, thinks about the second, but it wasn't on, so just a single, and that brings up the 100 for NT strike. 5 for 100 halfway through the 15th over. So good work from Sam 𝗿𝗲𝗽. Takes his score to 15 from 14 balls, and just looking to accelerate that run rate. Tom Andrews on strike for the first time. Short outside the off stump, gets past the outside edge of Andrews' bat. So a dot ball. Andrews swings at this one, gets it over the infield, and that one's going to race away to the boundary. That's better contact from Andrews. Just picked that one up, hoiked it over the fielder at wide mid on inside the circle, and a safe shot away to the boundary.
Yeah, it was about 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂. They just seem like they're still a little bit too conservative, but that was a good four there.
Big swing from Andrews. It's going to be caught at mid-off. Just slicing off the bat really out to mid-off. I think he was trying to hit it straighter than that, and Andrews goes, and a wicket falls in the power surge, and the catch pretty easily taken there. Really didn't have to move. And Andrews goes, so NT Strike continue to lose wickets regularly. Just look at the replay here, and catch easily taken there by Jayden Goodwin. Short, pulled away, down to the boundary, but there's a fielder there, and it's gone straight down his throat. Would have cleared the rope for six, but 𝗁𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 just standing there. The ball hit straight to him, and again the Strike lose a wicket where off a ball that really could have gone anywhere, and Jackson picks up his second wicket for the over.
And NT Strike in all sorts was just thinking, they've whipped up to 113. Maybe they can put on a decent total. And that shot was the goods. The problem was there was a fielder in the perfect position there in 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂.
The only one in the outfield on the leg side, and he picked him out. Short, pulled away. That's going for six. This one is going outside of the ground for sure. He's got a terrific piece of that. And I don't think there's any passing pedestrians to help us out there. So the box of balls might be coming out, I'd suggest. Oh, there is someone out there. So it's being chased across Gardens Road there. You can see some cars coming past. Lucky they weren't there when the ball went flying out there.
I think it might be one of the media crews jumped the fence quickly.
So a great start to the over. Look at the... That's not the one. That's the wicket ball. It went straight down the throat of 𝗁𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂. It's full. Swing outside the off stump. I think there's a nick on that. He's walking off, so not what the Strike were looking for, and they lose their 9th wicket off the first ball of the 19th over. And it'll be Sam Barker coming in, and yeah, I don't anticipate too many fireworks from here.
No, they'll take everything they can from here. It might be anything north of 130 is the target at this stage. They're just 4 runs shy of that, but Menzies goes for 1, and in comes Barker.
Short, pulled away. That's all the way over the boundary for 6 again, and I think that's got through the trees and over the fence. So beautifully timed by McMahon this time over that short boundary. There's passing pedestrian there chasing the ball for us.
Very quick off the mark. Gets it back over. Thank you, kind sir.
So that ball's retrieved, and NT Strike into the 130s. A commanding shot from McMahon. Really got a piece of that one over the boundary fence, and did a bit of damage to Couch's figures. He now has 3 for 30 with 1 ball remaining in his spell. Full this time, trying to work it on the offside. No bat on it, so that completes the 19th over. 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗃 9 for 134, and 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗍𝐽 finishes with figures of 3 for 30 from his 4 overs.
.134 off 19 overs for 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗃. They would be wanting to get a little bit more to add. They do have their tail enders in, but I think this is sort of on par with what they've scored so far in the tournament. A little bit under. 177 their top, also tallies of 150 and 145, and short of this score 131 and 127. So not a bad output in the end, but you suspect Perth will be coming pretty hard at it as well. It's well within what they've been able to score this tournament too.
Yeah, and potentially a big scoring ground here, as we've said a number of times, but runs on the board can do funny things to the mind, as this one pushed straight down the ground, looking to come back for a second, but McMahon says no, so just a single to Barker. So it's Bryce Jackson bowling his 4th over.
Love to add a 3rd wicket.
McMahon goes to the scoop. He's walked all around that, and good bowling. Just fired it in at the stumps, and almost hitting the stumps on the full that time. And McMahon goes, and 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗃 all out for 135 in the 20th over, and McMahon gone for 7 off 6 balls faced, and yeah, just losing all of their wickets inside their 20 overs, and probably got a bit of work to do in the field. You would think that going into the second innings of the match, Scorchers start as the favourites will.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the scores that Perth Scorchers have chased down, 114, 126, the 2 scores shy, and they've chased them down with relative ease. They've also managed to chase down, or to, I guess, reach 141, 136 and 167. So this score of 135 is well within their wheelhouse. They've got a fair bit of talent up the top of their order too. Sam Fanning, Teague, Wiley, Nick Hobson also out there today, Jaden Goodwin. They've got their big hitters ready to roll. So you'd think that they would probably be maybe, say, 70% chance here to start off with. But anything can happen. We saw some early wickets fall after what looked like a pretty promising first over, or first couple of overs for 𝗬𝗃𝗍𝗃, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. And the problem for Strike, really couldn't get any partnerships going, could they? I think the best was 36 for the 4th wicket. There was that opening partnership of 25, and yeah, really they struggled to put pressure on the Scorchers. As you look through the scorecard there and see that the highest score for the innings is 25, so plenty of players getting into double figures, but yeah, no real partnerships built, and I think the Strike would be disappointed with that scorecard. And of course the Scorchers would be delighted as their bowling figures come up, and all pretty tidy really, aren't they? And all in single figures economy rate, and of course 𝗵𝗺𝗍𝗃 up the top there with the 3 wickets, as well as Bryce Jackson. So yeah, a good all-round performance from the Scorchers.
Rockatrolli as well, only the 1 wicket, but that was probably one of the more important ones. I think that was the 4th wicket, which broke up that big partnership too. So good bowling all round from the Perth Scorchers, and yeah, I think they will be looking to chase down this total as quickly as they can. That second innings will be with you shortly.
So welcome back to Gardens Oval for the second innings of this, the 29th match in the series. Unbelievable. It's the 29th match. It started 8 days ago on the Thursday night, but here we are, and it's the Scorchers turn at bat. The first one's wrapped on the pad. There's a big shout for 𝗿𝗵𝗶𝗀, but so Hobson on strike, swings it away on the leg side. That's going a long way to the longer boundary, and it's going all the way for 6. I think it's hit that shade sail between the grandstands.
I hope you didn't park out between those grandstands, Stu.
Oh, he's got a touch to that one outside the off stump. And he's walking. Umpire obviously happy to let him walk, not give the single, but Hobson just tried to squeeze that one down to third man. Look on the replay here. Yeah, opened the face, tried to squeeze it down, and a pretty clear nick through to the wicket keeper. So good comeback from Barker, and Hobson goes while he pushes that one through the covers. That's going to go all the way to the boundary. I think it's beautifully timed and picked the gap between the two fielders inside the circle, and raced away on this Gardens Oval outfield and over for a boundary to get off the mark. There's a little bit. This one full bowled him straight through, taken middle stump, and 𝗂𝗽𝗍𝗄𝗧 gone. And Tom Menzies again bowling with some serious pace here, and that one just straight through 𝗂𝗽𝗍𝗄𝗧. And well, there's some life in this NT strike side. 2 early wickets. Who knows what might happen? Just look at the replay here, and beautiful shape coming into 𝗬𝗍𝗄𝗧, and takes middle and leg stump, and off he goes. So a great start. And you mentioned that they had a bit of energy in the first couple of balls. Well, that energy still there clearly, and they're up and about now. Oh, works it around back to a square. He's timed that one nicely. I think that's going to go all the way to the boundary. Out there it is. Short again, pulled away. There's no one out there. There's plenty of open space, and one bounce over the boundary. Oh, it's a 6, in fact. It went all the way. I thought that was inside the boundary, but beautifully timed by Holt out through the leg side, and 6 runs results.
Whack.
Just a quick inspection of the ball. Pulling away on the leg side again. This one's bounced inside the boundary and over on the one bounce. So similar shot, similar placement, and this time 4 runs resulting. So Carroll just straying a bit short here, and Baxter Holt quickly back onto the back foot and pulling those away. This one smashed away through the leg side, and back for the second, and well, gone the reverse sweep here and got a good piece of it in the gap between those two fielders behind square and away to the boundary. So enterprising batting, and Baxter Holt starting to get a hold of this NT strike attack now. Into position quickly for the reverse sweep, and placed and timed nicely. Gone again, this time on the pad. There's a big shout for LBW. Turned down again.
No, straight away the umpire didn't like that.
Short. Oh, this one's skied away. Top edge is going to be caught here. Standing underneath it was Sam Barker, and judged it well. And 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐻 goes. He looked good while he was there, but he's just top edge that one, and he's out for 21 from 22 balls faced, and Perth Scorchers lose their 3rd wicket. Just trying to pull that one away over the boundary on the leg side again, and the 3rd wicket goes down at 67.
Here's where things could get interesting, Stu. Coming in, Sam Fanning. I reckon, judging by the way he's been hitting in this tournament, he'll be maybe a little bit more inclined to bump up that run rate and get this game done with sooner rather than later if he can.
Banning advancing down the pitch and hitting high over the offside, and that's gone all the way over the fence as well. So just backed himself there, just walking down the track and smashed it high over the infield and the outfield. So another boundary 6. Faster ball fired in at the off stump, but worked away forward of point again for a single to Holt.
Just the 8 boundaries in this innings from the Perth Scorchers.
Well, this one's short and pulled away backward of square all the way to the boundary. There was a fielder out there at backward square, but just placed that nicely, a bit finer, plenty of power on it, and it raced away over the Gardens oval surface for a boundary 4. This one full, driven through the covers on the offside. They'll run hard, should push back for a second. In fact, it's raced away, and Andrews out in the deep, just couldn't get to it. So it goes all the way over the boundary for a boundary 4, and it's probably the first boundary we've seen for a few overs as well.
We had one a couple of overs ago against Hamish Martin, but yeah, they've been few and far between this afternoon, and certainly haven't come in a flurry. That's for sure.
Full again, driven out on the offside. This time straight to the fielder at long off.
Hopefully we're not waiting for as long for the next one.
Think about accelerating soon. Full again, worked into the leg side, running hard. Fanning thinking about the second, but Holt sends him back, and the throw comes in. So they've scored off every ball in this over, just the one boundary. The rest have been singles, and Fanning will face the last ball of the over. It's full in the block hole, and again worked away on the leg side for a single. So 5 singles and a boundary means McCormick has gone for 9 runs from his first over, and that single brings up the 100 for the Scorchers. 3 for 100 after 13.
Currently moving at a run rate of 7.69. That required still above.
Holt driving through the offside. It's a nice shot. That's going to get there, I think. There was a fielder out at cover point, but Tom Menzies couldn't get there in time. That was thumped away through the offside. Nicely placed and timed. And Holt moves up to 43 off 33 balls faced.
And brings that run rate for this over back to 1 a ball. 5 off 5. And Holt edges a little bit closer to a milestone. Not quite within striking distance yet.
Short ball helped its way around the corner by Holt. Beautifully played, controlled pull shot backward of square, and that's gone all the way to the boundary again. So after a good start to the over from Barker, Holt just messes his numbers up a bit with 2 boundaries to finish the over. So Barker 1 for 25 from his 3, and Scorchers 3 for 109 with Baxter Holt 47 not out.
And looking at the Manhattan there, Scorchers have been pretty consistent the whole way through, haven't tried to rush through this at all. And we mentioned the running between the wickets. That's probably where they have done a little bit better as well, just picking out the easy singles, not going too hard. This is within their sights, within their remit. They don't need to worry too much about pushing to try and chase down this total.
So I think they've called the... No, they haven't. Just to change your mind as to who was going to bowl. Tom Andrews is coming back into the attack. And the helmet being run out for the wicket keeper. fielders going all over the place here. I think they may have called the power surge by the looks, with 7 fielders inside the circle. So yeah, missed the umpire's signal, but clearly there's only 2 in the deep, and both of those on the leg side now. Fanning on strike. Best he can do is work it to Jordan Silk at mid-wicket inside the circle for no run. Fanning coming down the pitch, driving through the offside, and beautifully timed. No need to run for that one, so that goes through to the boundary for a boundary 4 to Fanning. And with the power surge taken, you get the sense that they might be trying to wrap this game up a bit more quickly now.
Yeah, I think Fanning would be the man who's most likely to start swinging. I think Holt has been happy to pretty much just anchor himself and toil away.
Short pulled away on the leg side. This one's going to go for 4 as well. Andrews will be disappointed with that delivery. Just dragged it down, and Fanning quickly onto it to pull it away behind square leg. So consecutive boundaries to Sam Fanning. This one faster and fuller and worked through the leg side. They're thinking about the second. They're coming. The throw comes in. It's gone. Oh, would have been close if it had hit. Was the throw from right out near the boundary, of course. Andrews let it go, but just missing, and Holt gets home.
I think Fanning's going to want to go for another swing here and then try and hold strike. Just feeling a little bit hungry by the looks of things.
Faster one again, and just dug out to the onside, so a dot ball. Last ball of Andrews' 3rd over. And just reaching forward, no run scored. So 10 runs coming from the first power surge over. And, score moves along to 3 for 119, and just 17 more runs required for victory now.
Already that's just been whittled and almost not quite cut in half, that run rate, but they've chipped away at it very nicely in that over. And in the previous one as well, with 2 4s to end it.
So we've got Menzies coming back into the attack for the second power surge over, and it will be his 4th over. Talking with his captain, getting the field how he wants it. He's got a player on the fence at backward square leg, and the other one in the outfield is at mid-wicket on the boundary, or inside the circle on the offside, and 2 forward of square inside the circle on the leg side, with 1 at the 45 behind square. Holt pushes this one down the ground, quickly through for a single. Holt takes his score to 48 and gives Fanning the strike to face Menzies in the power play. So Baxter Holt came in at the fall of the first wicket in the first over, and has really played the anchor role, apart from a couple of breakout shots. Drive down the onside, but straight to Sam Barker at mid-on. So no run. Fanning driving through the offside this time, beautifully timed, and smashed away wide of mid-off for another boundary. And Fanning starting to take control in these power surge overs now. Nicely struck drive through the offside. And he advances to 35 from 29 balls.
Just 12 runs remaining to get to that tally. 135 was set, or 136 was set for them for victory. The Perth Scorchers.
Short pulled away over the fence for 6 runs. And Fanning looking to wrap this up quickly now as he races along to 41 from 30 balls faced.
And that finish line is within sights now.
Just trying to retrieve the ball there from outside the fence, but yeah, the score up to 3 for 130 now. These two came together with the score on 67, so it's been 2 partnerships in a row for the Scorchers. 53 the previous one, and now this one 67 after they were in a little bit of trouble. 2 wickets down in the second over.
The cricket NT staff has gone deep into the Botanic Gardens to try and find that ball as well. That's gone a long, long way. They've picked a new one up from the ball box, but that was a big 6 there from Fanning.
So 6 runs required, 2 balls remaining in the over. Will it happen this over? Fanning looks to be in the mood. Swings big, it gets away. It's going to go all the way to the boundary out here by the looks. No, it's not. Good fielding there. Just knocking it back was 𝗂𝗃𝗃, and a race through for a 3rd run as Fanning had a dive at the end, but home safely. And now that score 133. And 1 ball remaining in the over brings Holt onto the strike with an opportunity off this 1 ball.
Good discipline.
Push to his half-century and perhaps the winning runs.
Good discipline there from the NT strike side and from 𝗂𝗃𝗃. This game almost a foregone conclusion. Miracle, you'd think, for strike to survive, and pushing all the way till the end there. That wouldn't have impacted on the result of the game, you wouldn't think, or on NT strike's position in this tournament, but kept going till the end.
Short, pulled away on the onside, and that's going away all the way for 6. That's the winning runs in the game. It also brings up Baxter Holt's half-century, and the Scorchers have won this game comfortably in 16 overs, so 4 overs to spare, and on the back of those 2 really good partnerships, something that the strike really couldn't get throughout their innings. Will.
No, not at all. They just couldn't quite seem to gel together today out in the middle, the NT strike, and that was essentially how the Perth Scorchers got there, as you said. 2 really strong partnerships in the middle. They were able to cruise to get within striking distance, and then when they were within that striking distance, it was Sam Fanning and Baxter Holder just went bang and really made the most of that score. Look at that worm just taper up towards the end, and quite comfortably. We thought they would. I think off air in that innings break, you said it. I think it'll be done in the 15th over, Stu, and you're spot on the money there. They just cruised through and then pushed away when a bit of that spice was taken out of the game.
Yeah, they got themselves to a winning position, took the power surge, and then just powered home basically in those last 2 overs, and a good performance from the Scorchers. And the Strikers end their campaign, won their first 3 games and then lost their last 3, so a little bit disappointing for them, but the Scorchers put themselves in a good position to be playing on Sunday when the semi-finals are played.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T-Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗄𝗃.com.